Hello friends, this is Rishi Gupta and today we'll be talking about an updated list, a countdown of the top 5 most powerful Avengers. So this particular list has been updated after Avengers Endgame. So this is only based on what we have seen in the movies, in the 22 Marvel movies that have come our way. So again, this is not based on any everything that we only saw in Endgame, but this is based on everything that we have seen in the 22 Marvel movies. So, guys, let's start right away. So, number 5 is Doctor Strange for me. So, Doctor Strange has shown great versatility. In even in Infinity War, he was able to, give a tough fight to Thanos even when he had those stones, and even in Endgame, he was able to do a lot with his mystic powers and his teleportation capability, his ability to manipulate everything around him that we saw in Infinity War makes him a very, very formidable foe. And we have not seen the full extent of him. We have just seen him in maybe 2 or 3 movies. So I'm pretty sure that there is a lot to come. There is a lot that we have not seen as well. So again, I'm not basing it on what we have not seen. I'm not basing it only that, the abilities that we have already seen in Infinity War in his own movie where he was having the time stone. So again, he does not have the time stone anymore. But still, in Infinity War and Endgame, he was extremely formidable with all the tricks that he had up his sleeve. That's why Doctor Strange is number 5 on my list. Again, he's let's not forget, he's extremely smart. He has a very, very high IQ, a genius level IQ, probably more than that as well. So that coupled with all the powers, all the spells, all the skills that he has make him a really, really formidable foe. So that's why he's number 5 on my list. So number 4 again was difficult to decide, but I decided on Iron Man. So you might think that are you placing Iron Man above Doctor Strange? I'll say yes, because the way Iron Man has evolved over so many movies and his suit has become so versatile, and especially the nanotech suit that was able to do almost everything, and he was able to go toe to toe with Thanos in Avengers Infinity War. He was able to do so many things, and his suit in Endgame was able to harness all the Infinity Stones as well. So the reason I think that is pretty impressive is because if you remember, Thanos needed the gauntlet in Infinity War to hold all the Infinity Stones. So in order to hold all the Infinity Stones, the gauntlet was forged by the giant elves using the energy from the heart of a dying star, if I remember correctly. So that kind of instrument was required to harness that energy, and Tony Stark's nanotech suit was able to give that kind of a performance, that kind of deliverable per se, or that kind of output he was able to give. So that's why I think that Tony Stark is extremely intelligent, high IQ. If you are going against any formidable enemy, you would want him on your team, not just to fight with his nanotech suit, which he was able to do very well in Avengers Infinity War, wherein he made Thanos bleed, but to strategize, to decide how to take down this entire problem. Even in Avengers Age of Ultron, if you remember, he was the one who came up with the idea to blow up the meteor that was going to wipe out almost all life on Earth. So again, his brain is extremely critical to defeat the enemy that you are facing. That is why Iron Man probably would have been higher, but we have so many celestial beings now that that's why Iron Man has been kind of pushed to 4 on my list. So that's 4 Iron Man on my list. So coming to the third position, the third position I am giving to Thor. So basically, I mean, the first reason that he's a god. Definitely, he still is a god, even though he was out of shape in Endgame. But that you cannot overlook what he has achieved before Endgame. He is an extremely formidable foe. He used to have Mjolnir, now he has Stormbreaker. So with Stormbreaker, he was able to hurt Thanos so badly, and he was able to overcome the full force of the gauntlet with all the stones intact in Avengers Infinity War. So that is why I believe that Thor is a very, very powerful god, and obviously he has the lightning. So since Thor Ragnarok, he has been able to harness the lightning so well that he can defeat so many enemies in just a snap. I mean, not that snap, but yeah, very easily. So that's why Thor is number 3 on my list. So coming to number 2, so on number 2, I even though we have not seen a lot of her, but whatever we have seen has been very, very impressive, and that's Wanda. So Wanda, again, is a product of the, if I remember correctly, of the Power Stone or the Mind Stone. I don't remember, but yeah. So she has incredible powers. So she was about to disintegrate, about to, tear Thanos in Avengers Endgame. So, and again, if you remember in Avengers, no, in Captain America Civil War, she was able to control Vision, or kind of neutralize Vision as well. And Vision was basically the Mind Stone, and it was like godlike powerful. So Wanda has shown herself to be extremely powerful. She is able to do almost everything, and no foe is probably more powerful than her. So that is why Wanda makes number two on my list. She doesn't have a lot of battle practice, but again, even without that, in Avengers Infinity War as well, she was able to take down hordes of aliens, and in Avengers Endgame, she was able to neutralize Thanos as well, and that's when he asked his troops to rain fire. So that's why Wanda makes number two on my list. And on number one, it's extremely obvious now, especially after Avengers Endgame, it's Captain Marvel. So we have not seen a lot of Captain Marvel, but the two movies we have seen her in, she is insanely powerful. I think she could have probably won the Avengers Endgame war alone as well, because she nothing slows her down. Only if I recall correctly, Thanos hit her with the Power Stone in Endgame. That's what probably put her down for some time. But otherwise, she is able to disintegrate ships. She is able to kill people. She is able to stand up against Thanos and everyone. So that's why Captain Marvel is. I'll say she's overpowered, because what kind of a threat will she ever face when she is so powerful? That's kind of the same problem that you have with Superman. It's very difficult to come up with a formidable foe for Superman. That's why they probably introduced Kryptonite. So anyone who has Kryptonite can probably lord over Superman. So I'm really not sure what kind of villains she'll face, because at this point in time she looks pretty damn invincible. I don't think anything or anyone can defeat her. At least none of the villains that we have seen in the past 22 Marvel movies. So that is why Captain Marvel is number one on my list. Probably she'll become the leader. I really liked her new haircut. She looked really cool. So let's see where her story goes. But at this point in time, I think she's the most powerful Avenger on the list. So guys, that is my list of 5 most powerful Avengers in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Tell me if I have missed something, tell me if I'm wrong, and do let me know your thoughts in comments below. Thank you so much for joining me today. Do subscribe, do like, and do share this video with your friends. Thank you.